This is Southern Prepper 1. As you can see, I'm the motor. The river here is way down, so in a few sections I had to push. But we're on our property. It's not our property yet. I'm hoping tomorrow we'll have a surveyor meet us out here. It has taken literally over 2 months. So hopefully he'll be here, and then the next week he'll survey and we can close on our property. As you can see, access to the property is pretty hard, very remote, and that's why we have a boat to get to the property. We don't have to go as far in the river, but we just went upriver for a while. But what we're looking at is over 50 acres here, and I'm ready to close. I'm ready to get to work. We're going to build a small, nothing fancy bug out location on one of the ridges back there. We're going to do a totally off-grid, so we're going to do water, we're going to do solar. It's not going to be nothing fancy, but it's going to be a nice getaway place to relax. And then in worst case, that's our plan B. Always have a plan B. And then another plan after that if the crap hits the fan. But we got a lot of work to do. I'm going to keep pushing, and we'll show you a little bit of the property. We have maybe 60, 70 acres on this side. Nice farmer. We've met him. He's awesome. Excellent guy. So we got a lot of cows over here. So we're about 3/4 to a mile, probably 3/4 of a mile off of the hardball, the asphalt road back here. So you can't ask for any more seclusion than this. So let me keep pushing. I'll show you a little bit more of the property and the river.
Whoa, we definitely have some river cleanup to do.
Yes, we do. Let me take the camera and I'll show them a little bit more. So we do have some river frontage. The river is way down. This area right here, we want to make a little beach out of it. We're going to clear that in. Maybe put a little pavilion deck right there, a little covering, just for little family get-togethers. I'm going to add a lot of sand. The river's full of sand, so we'll do that. As you can see, the wife is not paddling because we can't paddle. In some areas you can. We have a lot of stuff to cut off the bank. We want to open this up so we can kayak it. If it wasn't a drought, we could definitely kayak this up and down without a problem. So river frontage to me is very important because, you know, always have an endless supply of water. There's probably 2 to 2.5 acres right here that is, you can't tell, but it's perfectly flat as soon as you get off the bank. And that will be a pasture. And then the hill starts that way. There's a small creek that flows across the property that also will eventually fill into the river. So the creek is nice. If you're looking for property, look for a creek. Usually in South Carolina, you only own to the center of the creek. Like I only own to the center of this river. But by having that creek totally on my property gives me some more leeway to do more to it, because I don't have to ask permission from the neighbor. So we can definitely do a little bit of landscaping around it. The area is full of wildlife, turkey, bear, deer, you name it, it's here. So I'm excited. I've always wanted to have a little bit of river frontage. It is going to be a lot of work. I hate all this stuff right here. I got to cut that back. The farmer that owns the property is the nicest guy. I've talked to him many times. So I'm actually looking forward to having him here. He runs a lot of cows. He's retired. So he's got a lot of information in his head. And hopefully I can pick his brain, and in return I can help him around his farm. He doesn't live here. So really, there's not a lot of people around here. This is listed as one of the most secluded pieces in this area, and I truly believe it, seeing we're in a boat to get to our property. So it's going to be some issues of access, but we're working on those, and I think we'll have it figured out. So some of you might think you're crazy, Dave, because this is what you call tons and tons and tons and tons of work. My wife can probably tell you. Am I crazy, Becky?
It's nuts.
It's nuts. We did it, you know, on 3.5 acres, and now we have over 50, hopefully, as soon as we close. But we don't have to do everything like we did to our land. You know, a lot of it will be just wild. But I am looking to help my son when he gets out of the military, so he will have a place to build a house. Also, I would rather have land than Federal Reserve notes. The land value, you can't lose on it. We got a lot of timber on this property, tons and tons of rocks that we can use for landscaping and building with. It's got plenty of water. It's got some rich bottom land right through here that's very fertile. So that's what we're doing. You know my wife loves me because this is my 26th wedding anniversary, and where are we? We're in a John boat in a river looking at our property. So I couldn't have done half of what I've done prepping wise without her. She gives me a free hand to do whatever I need to do, so I appreciate it. 26 years with my beautiful wife. So get out there in nature. Even if you don't have property, go for a walk in nature, take your kids. You'll find all kinds of things. Thanks for watching.